afternoon. A very warm welcome to all of you. I'm Neha Bharadwaj-Alter. This is Game On, where you get the latest from the world of sports. We begin with what could be Mahendra Singh Dhoni's last game at the Eden Gardens. There's a question mark, but given how the season's gone for Dhoni, could this be his last? Will we see him play next year? A lot of conversation around that, but yes, Mahendra Singh Dhoni's possible final hurrah at the Eden Gardens will be a captivating subplot when Kolkata Knight Riders host Chennai Super Kings in a must-win clash in front of a crowd expected to be draped in yellow at the Eden Gardens on Wednesday. While five-time champions CSK are already out of the playoffs race, Dhoni remains at the helm, and his presence alone is expected to turn Eden yellow, despite the match being on KKR's home turf. For a city where Dhoni has deep personal ties with the city of joy, he's played his much of his cricket, junior cricket there. Wednesday could end up being emotionally charged for both the 43-year-old cricket icon and his fans. The Eden Gardens has witnessed many of Dhoni's milestones, from his maiden first-class century to two of his 6 Test hundreds. He's also played club cricket here, including a memorable Peace and Trophy final for Shambazar Club. So when the iconic number 7 walks out on May 7, many will wonder if it's the last time Dhoni plays at this historic venue. Dhoni, who took responsibility for CSK's narrow 2-run loss to RCB in their previous match, is no longer the dominant force he once was, despite being in a strong position at 172 4-2 while chasing 214. CSK fell short in the final over. Dhoni was dismissed by Yash Dayal off the third ball of the last over, managing 12 runs of 8 balls. He later took the blame for the loss. But for the fans, Dhoni is still an emotion, and a strong one at that. While it's a do-or-die game for KKR, who must win all their remaining 3 matches to stay in playoffs contention, the match will be more about celebrating MS Dhoni's legacy than the result. KKR currently have 11 points, and winning all 3 of their remaining games will take them to 17. Even then, qualification could come down to net run rate and the other results. KKR will be playing their last IPL 2025 game at home unless they surprise all by qualifying for the playoffs. They will be travelling for their remaining league fixtures against Sunrisers Hyderabad and RCB. Coming off a thrilling 1-run win over Rajasthan Royals, they will look to build on that momentum. Andre Russell's return to form was crucial in that game, and the Ajinkya Rahane-led KKR will hope that Venkatesh Iyer, who's been under scrutiny for his 23.75 crore price tag, can also find his rhythm, possibly drawing inspiration from the Jamaican explosive run machine. Now, Russell's matchup against spinners will be important, especially with CSK likely to use Ravindra Jadeja and Ravichandran Ashwin on a surface that offers a bit of grip. Despite being out of the playoff race, CSK, on the other hand, are unlikely to make it easy for the home team. With Dhoni still captaining and young players like Ayush Matre eager to make a mark, CSK will look to play a fearless brand of cricket. The biggest positive for CSK this season has been the emergence of 17-year-old Matre, signed as a replacement for injured skipper Ruturaj Gaikwad. Matre had never played a domestic T20 match. He went unsold at the mega auction, but made an immediate impact with a quick-fire 32 of 15 balls against Mumbai Indians. But his standout performance came against RCB, where he struck a brilliant 94 of 48 balls. While CSK lost that match narrowly, Matre's innings under pressure was one of the most impressive by a debutant this season. Virat Kohli has made a big confession. The star batter has said that he was happy to step down from the leadership roles with Team India and Royal Challengers Bengaluru. The constant pressure of leading India and RCB for nearly a decade and the relentless scrutiny around his batting had, according to Kohli, become too much in the end for him. Kohli resigned as T20 captain after the World Cup in 2021, following which he also relinquished RCB's leadership role. A year later, he quit Test captaincy following the defeat to South Africa. Now, speaking to RCB's Bold Diary podcast, Kohli said, and I quote, "At one point, it did become tough for me because there was just too much happening in my career. I was captaining India for a period of 7 to 8 years. I captained RCB for 9 years. There were expectations on me from a batting perspective. Every game that I played, I didn't have the sense that the attention was off me. If it wasn't captaincy, it would be batting. I was exposed to it 24/7. It did get very tough on me, and it did get too much in the end. Kohli, who also took a month-long break from cricket in 2022 and did not touch a bat during that phase, added that a time had come in his life when he was struggling to be happy in the spotlight. He went on to add, "I felt like if I have decided I want to be in this place, I need to be happy. I need to have a space in my life where I can just come and play my cricket without being judged, without being looked at as what are you going to do this season and what's going to happen now." That's why I decided to step down. Leading India to the Under-19 World Cup title triumph does not guarantee one a seamless entry into the senior team, and Kohli said it was his determination and the backing of the then skipper Mahendra Singh Dhoni and coach Gary Kirsten which helped him secure that number 3 batting spot in the side. Now, the News9 network is extending its footprints in the sports world. Next on the list of our elite sports initiatives comes the News9 Corporate Badminton Championship 2025. After the rip-roaring success of the TV9 Corporate Football Cup and the Indian Tigers and Tigresses, TV9 Network is ready to unveil its next sporting spectacle, the News9 Corporate Badminton Championship 2025, in collaboration with the great, legendary Padma Shri Pullela Gopichand. The 3-time sporting extravaganza is all set to redefine corporate culture through sport. It will be held at the Pullela Gopichand Badminton Academy in Hyderabad from 9th of May to 11th of May. The 3-day tournament offers corporations a unique opportunity to boost employee engagement, enhance brand image, and foster leadership development through sports. Top organizations have already confirmed participation in this prestigious event, which promises a healthier and more connected corporate culture in India. It's an event with purpose. This is the News9 Corporate Badminton Championship. It's more than just a sports tournament. It is designed to help organizations face growing corporate challenges, including how to inspire, how to connect, energize, and recharge their teams in meaningful ways. An event with purpose, like I said. The News9 Corporate Badminton Championship is more than just a sports tournament. It obviously will help leadership qualities and building leadership qualities among the teams. The News9 Corporate Badminton Championship also provides a unique platform where employees from India's leading organizations, they can gather to compete, collaborate, and recharge. And what's iconic about this is also the fact that playing at a venue like the Pullela Gopichand Badminton Academy, which has produced India's top badminton stars like Saina Nehwal, PV Sindhu, Sai Praneeth, Parupalli Kashyap, Kidambi Srikanth, that'll be an experience like no other. The venue holds great significance in the Indian sporting landscape, for it is a symbol of discipline, dedication, and excellence. Why should corporates participate in the News9 Corporate Badminton Championship? Well, it is more than just a tournament. It is a unique opportunity for organizations to foster employee engagements and, of course, showcase their brand's value, build leadership qualities through sport, and also network with top organizations in the country. The event of this magnitude and importance will help the corporate team build morale. Then, of course, it'll inspire loyalty, inspire their workforce by showing commitment, excellence, and balanced lifestyles. Some of the top organizations in India, like Dr. Reddy's, Infosys, Ernst & Young, Times of India, Broadridge, Capgemini, Genpact, FinMarket, SPA Software, Accenture, Schrödinger, Medicover Hospitals, National Academy of Construction, Guardian Securities, High Radius, Arcesium, Wells Fargo, Delhi Public School, Pallavi International School, Arcesium, Olga Technologies, ADP Growth Stories, Dr. Care. These are among others. They've already joined TV9's landmark corporate movement. So this is a bid for a stronger, healthier and more connected corporate India. The News9 Corporate Badminton Championship 2025, it offers a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for all the top organizations to redefine their work culture by using the powerful tool of sports. And I can't tell you how fantastic this is going to be. We'll be covering this tournament and I'll be there in Hyderabad, getting you all the latest from this tournament. On to football. Robert Lewandowski has been declared fit to return from a hamstring injury, but the Barcelona striker is set to start on the bench in their Champions League semi-final second leg at Inter Milan later tonight. It's the big semi-final that's coming up. Manager Hansi Flick has confirmed that Lewandowski will be with the team, but will stay in the dugout at the start. The 36-year-old Polish striker, who's netted 40 goals for Barcelona in all competitions this season, had been sidelined for his club's last 4 games. Now, after sustaining that injury during Barca's 4-3 victory against Celta Vigo on 19th of April, he missed their Copa del Rey final victory over rivals Real Madrid and the first leg of the Champions League semi-final against Inter.
Everything goes in on the right way, and he's good, much better than we expect, and he's ready for the bench. So it's when we need him, maybe he can come in. So it's like that.
Barcelona's hopes of reaching their first Champions League final in a decade are buoyed by Lewandowski's return, especially after an exhilarating 3-3 draw in the first leg. However, the team will be without their key fullbacks Jules Koundé and Alejandro Balde, both sidelined with injuries. Flick did not reveal his plans to replace the injured duo, but he hinted at deploying certain centre-backs Ronald Araujo and Eric Garcia, or relying on youngsters Hector Fort or Gerard Martin in their natural positions. Flick is also relying heavily on their teenagers, who's a huge star now, Lamine Yamal.
Lamine is a genius. What he's doing with the ball, it's unbelievable, and every pass is normally in the right. With the right pressure, with the right length, and it's really unbelievable with 17 years. And for me, it was the match on Wednesday when he brought us back with his actions and with his goal. It was very good to see. But he have to always to show that it's now the second leg, and a very important leg, because we want to reach the final. This is our goal, and we need everyone on the highest level against this fantastic team of Inter.
Koundé and Balde, their absence will pose a massive challenge for Flick, with Barcelona struggling to stop Inter's counter-attacks in the first leg, mainly with Denzel Dumfries, who was a constant menace from the right, scoring 2 goals and handing 1 assist. Despite these challenges, Barcelona are chasing a treble, unbeaten domestically since late December, and leading La Liga with 79 points, 4 ahead of Real Madrid. After Tuesday's Champions League tie against Inter, they host Real in a crucial La Liga clash that could effectively decide the league title on the coming Sunday. While for Inter Milan captain and star striker Lautaro Martinez, he could still possibly appear in the second leg semi-final later tonight, manager Simone Inzaghi has confirmed that there is a possibility of the Argentine's return if team doctors approve, even as Martinez has not yet returned to full training following his exit from the first leg last week due to a muscle injury. French defender Benjamin Pavard, he was also a possibility to return from the sidelines, and the former Bayern man participated in training with his teammates.
Regarding Lautaro and Pavard, we will decide together with our medical staff with these players, because they will be the ones who will have to tell me their feelings. Yesterday, Pavard did the first part of training. I know how to be discreet, so we will see how. Lautaro is for the Barcelona match. He is not training today. We will see how he is and then decide.
Lautaro Martinez and Benjamin warmed up yesterday with the team but resumed their training separately. Inter have until recently been fighting on three fronts before a disastrous week saw them exit the Coppa Italia and lose significant ground to Napoli in the Serie A title race. The team followed a rare trio of consecutive defeats with a memorable performance in Barcelona to play their part in that thrilling 3-all first-leg draw that many saw as one of the games of the season with an array of absolutely incredible goals. Inzaghi said Inter would have to be at their best and said that the semi-final second leg could go down to the wire via extra time and a penalty shootout following that closely fought first leg. Inter Milan defender Alessandro Bastoni called on his team to pull out all the stops in their bid to contain Barcelona's Lamine Yamal, who caused Inter's backline an absolutely crazy array of problems, especially during the first half of that first game. England defender Trent Alexander-Arnold is leaving Liverpool. This is the club that he's been at since the age of 6. Alexander-Arnold took to social media platform X to announce his departure from Liverpool. In a recorded message on Monday, he called it the hardest decision of his life. Born in Liverpool, Alexander-Arnold rose through the youth ranks to become one of the best right-backs in the world, winning 2 Premier League titles, the Champions League and the Club World Cup with the English team. The 26-year-old England international frequently played in a hybrid midfield role for Liverpool in recent seasons, operating as a fullback when out of possession, but moving into midfield during attacks. Reports are now also saying that Real Madrid have approached Liverpool with a view to negotiating a deal to release Alexander-Arnold in time for the fullback to be part of their plans for the FIFA-organized tournament, the Club World Cup in the United States. It is understood the Spanish club are considering an offer of €1 million to release Alexander-Arnold early from his deal.
After 20 years at Liverpool Football Club, I'll be leaving at the end of the season. I think the decision for me is personal. I will always remain a Liverpool fan.
Let's move on to tennis, and Yannick Sinner is set to return to action after a 3-month doping ban. The world number 1, who accepted the WADA ban for testing positive for an anabolic steroid, said that he was happy to return to tennis after a very long time away following a 3-month doping ban, even as he pared back expectations ahead of the Italian Open, where he will make his return this week. During a press conference in Rome yesterday, Sinner said it was a tough decision to accept the terms of a deal with the World Anti-Doping Agency, but that it was the best option for him at the time.
Well, it's for me personally good news that there are not the Grand Slams included. For sure, of course, it's, at some point, when you go on court, can go both ways, or nothing, or a lot. So, there it's kind of agreement. It's. I didn't want to do it in the beginning, so it was a bit not easy for me to accept it, because I know what really happened. But sometimes we have to choose the best in a very bad moment, and that's what we did. So it's all over now. So I'm happy to play tennis again.
Sinner accepted the 3-month ban in February after a settlement with WADA, who would appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sport against an independent tribunal's decision in August to clear him. The Italian had tested positive for anabolic agent clostebol, with which Sinner said entered his system from a member of his support team through massages and sports therapy. The top seed in the Italian Open said he did not have high expectations going into the tournament as he returns to form, and said his opening match would be a good test to see where his level is at. Sinner has a bye in the first round. He will face the winner between Argentina's Mariano Navone or Italian wildcard Federico Sina in the second round. Formula One fans were treated to an unusual sight ahead of the Miami Grand Prix as lifelike replica cars made of Lego took to the circuit ahead of the race. The cars were created by a team of 26 designers, engineers and Lego builders based at the Lego Group's Kladno factory in the Czech Republic. The project took over 22 hours to build 10 cars at a near one-to-one scale in the authentic Formula One cars. Each car comprised of nearly 400,000 Lego pieces, weighing around 1,000 kgs and capable of reaching speeds of 20 kilometers per hour. For this serious race affair, the Miami GP on Sunday was won by Oscar Piastri in an utterly dominant McLaren 1-2 as the Australian Formula One driver completed a hat-trick and stretched his Formula One championship lead over teammate Lando Norris to 16 points after 6 rounds. It was his third win in a row following the Bahrain and the Saudi Arabia GPs and fourth of the season. I'm just wondering what happens if this whole car breaks into pieces. Isn't that one of our biggest fear when a child makes a Lego set? Okay, with that, it's a wrap here on Game On. Hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.